think he's back on an even keel now, Doc.
I'm afraid the report from his CT scan is worrying.
In what way?
We'll do some brainstem tests today. They'll give us a clearer picture of what's going on.
Right. Hey, Seb. They're going to take a look under that bonnet. Do you pray?
My parents do.
Will you get them on the case, please?
Yes.
Thanks. And for Nina and all.
Oh, Seb and Nina.
The good kids falling in love. Everything in front of them. Got an appointment reminder. Maria's coming round at 11 to do them, yeah.
I'll cancel it.
Cake, the flowers, wedding breakfast.
Forget all that stuff. I'll sort it. I'll be back as quick as I can, mate. He's alive. And where his life is up.
Yeah. You were dead right, kid. Wedding breakfast is proper Ponzi. Come on. Wake up. Wake up and take the mickey.
Hi, Mum. Just wanted to make sure you're all right. Everything's going okay. You're behaving yourself and not letting us doing your head in. All right, just keep the faith.
Is there any improvement?
She's had a good night, thanks to the op to relieve the pressure.
Excellent news.
How's your poor back? Those chairs are killers.
I was grateful I was allowed to stay. Hands moved.
That's a good sign. We've withdrawn the sedatives. She should be much more alert in a few hours from now.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In your own time, Nina. Slow and steady wins the race.
Preston's petals. Tracy will still try and charge it.
Yeah, just take him to the old folks' home on Sile Street.
Yeah, I will do. You don't sweat it. Just get yourself back to Abby and Seb.
Cheers, mate.
Looks stone cold sober. Must have been a very civilised stag. You okay?
Seb and Nina got attacked last night.
Are they okay? How bad is it?
They're both unconscious. Abby's still up at the hospital.
Yeah, and you should get back to her.
Well, I'm so sorry, lad. I'll say a prayer from him for you all.
Thanks.
I just can't get my head around it. Both of them in intensive care.
Poor Roy and Abby and Kevin. We were at a stag do and we were clowning around and Nina and Seb were being, just savagery.
Why, though? You know, Nina's the loveliest person. You know, she's kind and she's chilled.
Some things in life just, they don't make sense. You know, you can drive yourself crazy trying to find the logic and the justification.
But Nina's a good person.
I know. Life can turn on sixpence. It's short and it's precious. I'm so glad that we're friends again.
Yeah, me too.
I bet you may skip breakfast. Can I get you anything?
No, I'm not hungry.
Come on. One crumpet for your old dad.
Okay, if it makes you happy.
Thank you. Sally said it happened on the road by the old industrial park.
The industrial park?
Yeah. Just wrong time, wrong place, eh? Poor kids.
Nina and Seb are in hospital. In intensive care.
Yeah, I know. Toya told me.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, me neither.
So you didn't see anything?
How would I? They left not long after you did.
Right.
Must have got jumped on the way home. Scary, that, innit? Could have been me. Or you. Guess we looked out.
You were there after I left, that's all. Just wondered if you'd seen anything.
Yeah, well, if I did, I would have gone to the police. And made a statement.
Yeah. I didn't mean...
You know, what's with all the questions, Summer? Nina and Seb decided to leave. Last I saw them, they were fine. Apart from the bad air and bad threads.
Okay.
Does that answer all your questions, Chief Inspector?
It's Corey. Leave a show.
Hi, it's me, it's Kelly. Can you ring me back? It's urgent. As in dead urgent.
Where have you been?
Dad's.
Do you want to Pru? What's up?
Nina and Seb, what do you think is up?
Yeah, of course. It's tough.
My dad said it happened near the old industrial park.
You kidding? It could have been us.
Did you see him?
Nina and Seb. For like 2 minutes, yeah. I left not long after you. I was back here by 8:30.
So, Kelly, Eli and them lot could have been the last one to see him.
Yeah, maybe. What?
You don't think that they had anything to do with it?
You what? Trash our mates, why don't you?
Look, no, it's... You're right, I'm sorry. I just wish, we'd have been there to stop it or at least even out the numbers. That's all.
Yeah. We need bread.
No, we don't.
Well, that seeded stuff's hanging. In a bit, yeah?
I'm her friend. I'm Sally Metcalf. I'm just here for a bit of moral support.
Okay.
I understand that neither of them have woken up yet.
No, not yet. So what's happening? Is there any evidence? Eyewitnesses?
Our forensics team's still at the scene.
One of them little blue tents like you see on the news. Some of that only happens to other people.
Oh, Abby. We're just trying to build a clear picture. Establish if there are any possible motives.
Well, maybe they looked at someone funny. Jumped the queue at the post office.
Abby.
Well, motives. Have you seen the state of them? Their heads were kicked like footballs. Nina's got the imprint of a trainer on her thigh.
Have they fallen out with anyone? Anyone you can think of who might have held a grudge?
To justify that, is she for real?
She's just trying to do her job. To your knowledge, does Seb or Nina take drugs?
Oh, I didn't see that one coming. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, is that it?
The area is known for drug taking. That's the only reason I'm asking if Seb or Nina take drugs.
No drugs. But even if they did, would that make it okay?
No, of course not. Police are just trying to get to the truth, that's all. She's exhausted.
She's looked me up. I'm on the database. Prison, drugs, shoplifting. I'm officially scum. But Seb is gold. Despite having me for a mother, he's gold. You tell her, Sal, you tell her. You had him when he'd have tried to trip me up.
He'd have done it beautifully. He will do it beautifully.
He will, won't he, Sal? He has done. He's my touchstone. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's done so much for me.
We've supported each other. It's been hard won, but we've got a lovely relationship these days.
That's down to him and all. He's forgiven such a lot.
That's because he loves you unconditionally.
Wake up, darling, please. Wake up.
The wickedness of it, the mindlessness, the brutality of it.
I've seen some bad stuff, some seriously bad stuff, but look at him. The pair of them.
Young and healthy with everything to live for.
Well, if he can survive landing me for a mother, then...
Hello again. It's time for Seb's brainstem tests.
Right. It's time to pop that bonnet, Seb. Then we'll know what's what, right, Doc?
She's gone for a lie down. She's a bit under the weather.
Right.
Also known as a hangover. So, what's your excuse for swerving school? You a bit under the weather too?
No, I'm bossing my morning.
Right. Well, I'll give her a knock. Seeing a mate might cheer her up. I think hearing about Nina and Seb has hit her pretty hard.
Yeah, me and all. I just couldn't believe it when I heard, you know.
Oh, here she is. How's the headache?
The same. Yeah.
Right, well, text me any requests. I'm going to bob to the co-op on my way home. See you, Corey.
Bye.
Oh, don't start.
Plus, stay away from me, didn't you get?
Well, you're the one that's tipped up in here. You know, a phone call would have been okay.
You sounded like you were freaking out. You haven't said anything, have you?
Why would I?
Oh, keep it that way. And the sad face, it's a nice touch.
I am sad.
Oh, all right. Well, just keep it zipped. It'll all pan out so long as you can keep it zipped.
Yeah, well, it's not me you should be worrying about.
How do you mean?
I saw Summer in the cafe before, trying to grill me about last night.
What did you tell her?
Nothing. Because there's nothing to tell.
Exactly.
I suspect that if you can hear me at all, which the nurse assures me is the case, then I will sound muffled. Muffled, yet familiar. And it is the familiar which can be of great comfort, they say. So, self-consciousness notwithstanding, I intend to prattle. To wit, some parish notices. Shona and Bernie are holding the fort. You are right about Bernie. She is extremely complex. In a good way. We haven't clicked. But we're both at peace with that. She says she admires the way that I never take umbrage. Whereas you know too well that I take umbrage on a daily basis. It was the 14th of March last year when Dev so blithely dismissed me as a big girl's blouse. I remember you deliberately dropped his sausage on the floor by way of revenge. I'm sorry I castigated you. I was touched by your loyalty. My life has been, is considerably enriched by your presence. I feel a surge of pride whenever you refer to me as your uncle. And deeply irritated whenever you call me Roymond. That said, if you were to wake up now and call me Roymond, I would be extremely relieved.
Can I just have a quick word? Sebastian, it's time for them tests, okay? If you can hear me, darling, squeeze me hand. Just a little squeeze. Anything? No? Still out for the count, that's okay. Your brain needs a rest. I love you. Like you wouldn't believe. Okay?
Summer Spellman. By day, she's a A-grade high flyer. By night, she's a thrill-seeking joyrider.
I never knew that car was stolen until it was too late.
All right, chill. Only messing. Everyone's allowed one mistake, right? Ah, Spanish. Dos cervezas y patatas bravas. Please, mate. Hey, try not be intimidated by my genius.
Oh, I'll do my best.
Look, you're gonna be Prime Minister or whatever, and if I stay focused, I'll be playing in the Premier League. You and me, we're going places, right?
Fingers crossed.
If the whole joyriding thing gets out, we've had it. Oxford won't look at you, and I'll be off county's books before you can say Young Offenders Unit.
I'd never have got in if I'd have known.
Yeah, I know, but that won't cut it in court. Look, the police are digging around trying to find who attacked Nina and Seb, which is great, you know. Throw away the key, yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're sniffing round what went down last night means that the whole stolen car thing, you know, it could come on top, right? You don't want to give Reverend Daddy-O a hearty, and I don't fancy a ton of grief from me old man. So it's important, it's crucial that we keep quiet, yeah?
Yeah.
We're in the same boat. Just gotta stay cool and keep stum.
Agreed.
All right, if you're having a wobble, just reach out, yeah? That's what makes it for. See you.
Bye.
She's awake.
As of 29 minutes ago.
Hey, darling. Oh, thank God. I'm not even a believer, but thank you, God.
How's Seb?
I have explained they're carrying out various tests.
See him?
Soon, yeah. He'll be desperate to see you. He's not conscious at the minute, but I'm sure they'll bring him round like they did you.
He's still unconscious.
Yeah, but they're on the case. You've been out for the count and all. Oh, love. What happened? Who did this to you?
We were walking back.
Across the industrial park.
I remember Corey and his mates.
Corey?
I can't remember. Can't remember.
That is to be expected with a head injury.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. Just get some sleep, love.
Are you going back to Seb?
In a bit.
Abby, if you are planning some sort of confrontation,
Just go, but get some sleep, Roy.
no good can come of it.
I'd hoped seeing Corey would have helped with your hangover.
Yeah.
You must be worried about Nina and Seb.
Everyone's worried about them.
What does Corey make of it? Of them being attacked?
You know, we didn't really get into it. I mean, You know, why would we? He doesn't know what happened, and I certainly don't, so, you know, what's the point in even going there?
Kelly, you do know you can talk to me.
What?
If there's anything on your mind, you just... I don't know, you seem a bit...
It's called a headache.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I'm a good listener.
You've been gone for hours.
All right, control freak.
What have you been doing?
Bumped into an old mate, didn't I? Oh, you'd know, he's just an old neighbour from Oldley Edge. Any news from the hospital?
No, not yet.
Just still can't get my head around it.
Yeah, well, when you wake up, we'll find out what happened.
Yeah, except with head injuries, he might not remember anything. Or just be, you know, totally confused.
Oi, Corey!
It's Seb's mum. Is there any news?
That's your boyfriend here.
Sorry?
Nina's come too. She's groggy and half dead, but the last thing she remembers is seeing you.
Yeah, briefly.
So what happened?
They arrived, and then I got off. I wish I could be more helpful, but I was back home by 8:30.
My son is fighting for his life. Now, if you know something, now is the time to start talking while you still can.
Coronation Street continues in half an hour.